Hi guys, today we're going to show you a quick spraying tutorial on how to use the spray collar with the BumGenius sprayer. We first wanted to note that the BumGenius sprayer comes with a mount that hooks on like this. This unfortunately is not compatible with the spray collar. But to make it convenient for you, we do offer mounts that hold the BumGenius sprayer by the handle like this. So if you have a BumGenius sprayer, make sure you pick up one of our mounts. Otherwise you'll be having to take the spray collar on and off, and we don't want you to do that. Now for those who are just getting their spray collars in the mail, you'll get it and you might find that, hey, it doesn't fit. What's going on? We've designed it like that. The diameter of the spray collar is a little bit smaller than the diameter of your sprayer in order to give you that snug fit. So to get the spray collar on it initially, you'll need a little bit of arm muscle. But once you get it on, you won't have to take it off. So what I like to do is I like to brace it against my inner thigh and just tuck it in. Kind of wiggle it around in place. Now for the BumGenius sprayer, you don't need the strap. We designed the strap for the bumpkin sprayer. But if you wanted to use the strap, then you would just tuck in your BG sprayer like so. And snap it on again. Wiggle it in place. You could tuck the tab in so that it's out of place, out of the way. And then you have a sprayer that will spray collar that will look like this. And it's not gonna come off. So that's why we designed it to be a little bit smaller, so that it doesn't catch on your diaper and fly off and then you get water everywhere. We do recommend that once you get your spray collar in the mail, that you practice with a clean diaper so that you can get a hang of it, and there's no surprises, because the fact that there's a little bit less hassle with the spray collar, there is a little bit more of a learning curve. So we do recommend that you practice with a clean diaper. So let's get spraying. You just want to lift your toilet. For this demo, we're using diapers with black beans. And my toddler doesn't. Oh, that's kind of fell. My toddler doesn't really poop the good poo anymore. He does mostly solid, ploppable poop. So right now, for this demo, we're using black beans. So what you want to do is when you have your diaper, you want to fold it in half, and you want to shake off any solids that fall easily into the tub. Then if you want to get your Diaper Dawgs, you can grab your diaper like this. When you're just changing the baby, this top part usually won't be wet with a pee. So you may opt to use your Diaper Dawgs or not, or if you have poo up here, you may opt to use your Diaper Dawgs. But if it's been left in pail, then more than likely the urine would have wicked up to the top of the diaper, and then you might want to use your Diaper Dawgs. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick how strong my water pressure is. That's how strong it is, pretty strong. So what you want to do is, for those who are just getting their spray collar in the mail, we suggest that you just put the spray collar right on the area that needs to be sprayed, flushed, and just pulse. Meaning we're not going to hold the trigger down, we're just going to pulse. And as you can see, I'm tilting the sprayer up and away from the toilet bowl, and there's no water getting anywhere, but the poop is falling down. So you want to do that all around the diaper that has the poo. I like the pulse method because I think it uses less water than just pressing the trigger and just spraying away. Don't be afraid to kind of tip some of your diaper into the collar as you're spraying, including your gussets. Sometimes poo can get right in these gussets and it could be hard to spray off. So just get right in there. And then when you're done, when it's pretty clean, you just want to flip it over and get the other side. You want to shake off your collar. Sometimes water will pool inside. And if you look, you'll see that there is not much poo inside the collar. So as you're spraying and the water is building up inside the funnel, it pretty much rinses out itself. So I'm just going to hang this. And this is the diaper ready to go back into your wet pail. Now the spray collar does not ring, but we don't, ringing wasn't a very important feature for us because it's going to go right into our wet bag, our leak-proof wet bag, and then it will typically be washed within 2 to 3 days. And if you think about it, all this is a water-soaked diaper that's going in a diaper pail with pee-soaked diapers. So you just put this right into your wet bag and save that for a laundry day. Okay. Now for those who might want to avoid ringing, you can opt to take the insert out first. Take your pee-soaked insert out first with your Diaper Dawgs, and then you do the same thing. You fold the diaper in half, you shake off any excess solids that can fall easily inside. Then you do the same thing. For this method, I'm going to brace the diaper against the toilet. Now as you're spraying, you can hold it flush and you kind of shake and move the sprayer around to kind of spray off a bigger area of the diaper, but it's all up to you. Yeah, I think that's. Shake off your sprayer, hang it back up. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so if you don't want diapers that are soaking wet, very heavy and soaking wet inside your pail or your wet bag, you can opt to take the insert out first. So I'm just put this back in here. Now, for those who are get very skilled with their spray collar, you can choose to do the hover method. And what the hover method is, and I'm going to use this with a diaper that has an insert in it, mostly because the insert helps not only straighten out the wrinkles, but it helps give the diaper a little bit more bulk so that if you do have a sprayer that is very high pressure, it kind of gives the sprayer that force it needs to kind of stay in place and not be sprayed back, and then you have a mess everywhere. So with the hover method, I can adjust my water pressure lower, or I can keep it high. But with the BG sprayer, what we do is you put it on the diaper as if you are going to do the flush method, but instead you just use that I guess, I don't know, what would you call it? Angle? Sorry, my husband is filming, he's helping me. You use this angle right here to kind of press the water pressure. And then you do it just a little bit, and then you can get that little hover. You get the space. Now if you see the space, I'm parallel to the diaper, but I'm not pressing the trigger all the way, and that's giving me less pressure. Less pressure is what I want when I'm spraying down a diaper that doesn't have a lot of poo on it. Or maybe your diaper sprayer turned up high isn't very high pressure to begin with. But you just want to do this around the whole diaper. You can spray and hover. And you can flip it over. Keep it flush so that you can adjust that trigger. Then you hold that trigger right where it is. And then you go around the whole diaper. Until you get all your solids off. And then you want to always shake out your collar and hang it back in. And again, as soon as I'm done spraying a diaper, I like to fold it in half, because once I fold it in half, that pool that my diaper is made out of makes it less drippy when I'm transporting it into my wet bag. And once you're done using the collar, you want to turn off your water pressure, release the line, shake it one more time, and if you'll see inside the spray collar, there's there's a little bit of poo there, but there's not much you'll have to clean off. But you might want to dry off the inside just so you don't have any water dripping anywhere. As you can see from the toilet paper, that's the only poo that was left. And of course, if we take a toilet paper, a dry piece of toilet paper, take a dry piece of toilet paper and we go around the toilet, even up at the rim. There's no water splatter. There's no water drops. There's not a huge mess. You should not have water going everywhere. You should not have water. It should be all self-contained within the spray collar funnel here. If you have any questions regarding how to work the spray collar, feel free to email us at theteam@diaperdawgs.com, and we'll try to troubleshoot it for you. As we said before, we recommend that you practice on a clean diaper first until you get the hang of it, because there is a bit of a learning curve, especially, you're kind of learning how to use your sprayer all over again for the first time. But it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, and as soon as you do, you can walk right in and start spraying your cloth diapers immediately. But, as soon as you get your spray collar, and we do recommend that once you've gotten hang of it, you do the flush. You do put the spray collar flush against the diaper and spray it. And I like to pulse it so that I'm using a little bit less water and I have a little bit more control as I'm learning how to work my spray collar. So that's it, guys. That's it for the BG sprayer. We'll do more tutorials later with other sprayers. And that's it. Thanks.